In this video, we're exploring a large industrial complex which used to be a beer factory and is now a 6 hectares large wasteland in the middle of Bucharest city centre. All these buildings are part of what used to be a famous and successful brewery in Bucharest, built from 1895. The brand for the beer was Bragadiru, from the owner's name, but it was changed from Rahova when the factory was nationalized in communist times, from the name of the adjacent street. The initial owner and builder had the idea to put together the brewery and a recreational part, with part of the buildings being used as a bar and restaurant where you could, of course, enjoy local beer, and even a theater room and a bar room. Today, only this recreational part remains in use, which is called Bragadiru Palace, and is home to several restaurants and a grand bar room used to host events. Everything else from the original factory is now abandoned, which leads to a more than 6 hectares large piece of land left unused, most of it left with little or no watching from security. This sort of abandoned industrial area is not unusual, but we are here in the center of the capital city, and you just couldn't imagine something similar in the center of Paris or London. Here are the buildings we were able to visit. It's unfortunately very difficult to know what the purpose of each building was, as everything inside has now been stripped. It's also better to visit this place in daylight, as some homeless people seem to use the place by nighttime. This building obviously has been a restaurant, where you could eat and enjoy the view of the 100 years old buildings through the glass panels. Unfortunately, we were able to explore only the basement from this building, and not the part upstairs, which is probably more interesting. Walking on this piece of land from one building to another really gave us the feeling of a walk in the countryside. But remember that we are in the middle of the city center of a European capital city. The big holes in the upstairs lower floor suggest that here were some stills used to process the beer. The stills have long disappeared, and obviously the area was subject to some fire. This gives an eerie ambience to the place, a complete change from what it used to be, as it was covered with a nice light blue tiling. One of the curiosities in this building are these mural paintings advertising for the Harmonia vacuum cleaners. This is not the sort of advertisement that you would expect to find in brewery, and it has surprised more than one explorer. More than that, I was unable to find any record of a brand named Harmonia, and considering some odd parts in the paintings, maybe it was just some gratuitous artistic creation. Whatever it was rather finely executed, and it's a shame that the paintings are now covered with graffitis. I can understand graffitis when they put some life in empty concrete walls, but not when they cover and destroy existing artworks. Thanks to Reptilianul, a renowned explorer in Bucharest, you can see these paintings as they used to be 8 years ago. We explored the place in August 2021, and as you can see, we are not the only ones to enjoy the place in that sunny day. The roof from the highest building is used as an alternate bar, a few meters away from the palace and the actual bar there. As you can see, the buildings are going through severe decay. In 2017, part of the roof was even removed by strong winds and ended up blocking the adjacent streets to both tramways and cars. Some building parts are also collapsing in a way that's obviously the result of discreet and unauthorized human work. As usual, part of the buildings have been granted some historical monument status, which doesn't provide any money for maintaining them, but makes it difficult to rehabilitate them for a new purpose. Since the 1990s, the buildings are owned by a private party, and a plan for turning the place into a mall has been raised, but did not come to life because of the cost and some legal issues. So, as usual, it's very likely that the factory will continue to decay for some more time, until maybe it has been discreetly demolished, one wall after another, one building after another, so that one day it's so obvious that there is nothing left to be saved, that a new construction will be allowed eventually. This is all I have for you today. Thank you for watching. If you like this video and would like to see more like it, please subscribe. And as always, have a nice day.